Hey everyone, welcome back to the Basic Butch Tarot. My name is Jennifer Rose and I am the head butch in charge here. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel today. It's Friday, that means I'm doing a love read for everyone today, and the topic of today's love read is new energy. You can see that I have some new energy blossoming in my front yard, and I think that's a great metaphor for what might be happening out there in the universe. Like maybe you've found a new love, a new interest in love, someone that you really like a lot and you're spending some time with them, or maybe you're trying to figure out how to push some new energy into a relationship that's already established. I'm going to use my Pride Collaborative deck today as always, and we're going to ask the cards about this new energy and relationships and see where it takes us. I'm going to do just something a little bit differently. Obviously I'm here on my front porch. I'm going to turn the camera around and I'm going to just read the cards from there. I'm hoping that will kind of get rid of my rambling, my excessive rambling, but I'm a Libra and an air sign, so I'm going to ramble. So in true queer fashion, I want to do the name that bush. Do y'all know what this is? And if so, tell me in the comments. Of course I know what it is, and I'm really happy to see it blossoming and blooming. The bunnies are already coming over here ready to eat the flowers as they fall or to pick them off of the tree. So what is this? Reminder, I'm in Fayetteville, Arkansas. I'll see you at the cards. I thought I would do a little close-up of the name that bush. Look at these beautiful pink and red beauties. Newly blossomed, just like love in the summertime. Let's get to reading these cards though. Okay, now we're going to consult the cards, but first I have a little bit of housekeeping to take care of. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Hit that notifications bell because I am a little bit flaky about when I upload my videos. So if you would hit that notification bell, you will know when I release my videos for certain. And in the comment section, if you will tell me how I'm doing or give me a new question for my next Friday's love read. And the comment section would also be an appropriate place for your bush identification answer. So name that bush in the comments. All right, so energy, relationship energy, new energy. How are we infusing energy into, or how, what kind of ideas can we have to get new energy into an established relationship? Okay. All right, so the first card that I'm going to draw is the overall energy right now of the relationship. All right, so we've got the Hanged Man, and if you are looking to kind of spice up your relationship, whether that be sex or whether it just be from, like trying to get up and out of the house, because a lot of us are still kind of like dragged down by the heat. Some of us don't even like summer. Some of us live in hot and humid places where we just want to sit in the air conditioning. So, taking those circumstances and doing the best with them, somebody is definitely trying to look outside of the box, or at least is taking some time to think about the situation. They know there might be something that needs to happen, and is just taking some time out to see what's up, right? So yeah, definitely it may be more than one someone. It may just be like the energy in the whole relationship that maybe feels just a little bit stagnant, and both of y'all may not even be talking to one another, just trying to figure it out on their own. Sometimes we get in that position and we don't think that we can talk to our partners, although we talk to them about every other thing under the sun, right? But sometimes we don't talk to each other about something that might be happening because we're afraid. Like we might be afraid to say, like I'm a little bit bored. Like if you're worried about that, like triggering, like the end of a relationship, especially if you're just in a new relationship. Like if you're currently already bored in it and you're looking into, how to freshen it up. It doesn't mean that that's the end of anything. It just means maybe you can talk about it and two heads are better than one. But definitely we're thinking about it, and we're looking for ways to, we're looking for different ways and different ways to go about you know, just trying to flip everything literally on its head and do something different. And, you know, that's funny because the universe is saying that right now, that we should do that. Saturn in retrograde. Look that up on Google and see what that means for the whole of the energy, because that's about, you know, doing things differently, sort of. It's a longer explanation, and I said I wasn't going to ramble, so onward to the next card. Current energy right now is, you know, we're looking into it. We know that there's some stagnation there. We know that things could be a little bit more spicy, however that means for you, and we're looking for ways to get there. So the next card I'm going to draw is you, the person watching this video, or however it relates to your life. What is your current energy? Your current energy is the King of Pentacles. And right away, what this tells me is that there's someone in the relationship who thinks they can throw money at this. And I don't mean that in a bad way. It just may mean this is someone who likes to give gifts when things become stagnant. I know that I've done that several times. I start buying flowers and just trying to appreciate in different ways, you know, my partner. So this is definitely someone who is, you know, I think maybe even buying clothes, jewelry, you know, somebody's queen or king or hero folk. You know, they are really taken care of well. And I also see like, well, we're going to go out more, maybe going on dates, you know, like out to eat and everything. And someone is definitely just like kind of throwing money at this because they don't know what else to do right now. Okay. So that's your energy. You're really working and you're really thinking about how to put some energy and some renewed energy and some spice back in your relationship. And perhaps you're doing that by buying things that, you know, your loved one likes. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, just make sure the gifts that you're giving are, you know, something that they like. I've had 1,000,001 times where people have bought me really sweet gifts, and it just happened to be something that I really didn't care for. And I didn't know what to do with that, you know, and I was like, you know, so, you know, be really aware when you're buying gifts. And if you feel like buying gifts is what works in your relationship, then you might just kind of, you know, ask directly if there's anything your person might like to have, and then, you know, get it. Or just do some really great, you know, use your really great listening tools and listen to them, what they say. And you can gather it for yourself, especially if you've been in a relationship for a while. You know what they like, so that's what you're doing right now. So what's the other person or people in this relationship? What is their current energy? Their current energy is the Knight of Swords. So they're ready to get on with it. They are ready to get out and about. You know, it looks almost like, here we go. It looks like this could be like a relationship, a metaphor for a relationship, right? And one of you is like, hey, I want to go out. And I love on this, there's a rainbow on that spike. I'm feeling like, hey, let's go out. Let's go, you know, like hang out with other people in the community. Let's go do the things. I mean, it's Pride Month, so maybe one person is really wanting to go out and do all the pridey things. And you can see this horse turning around and looking like, no, I just want to go home. I just want to stay home. So maybe some person is trying to, one part of the relationship is trying to, you know, lead you the way that they want you to go. And they're giving you information, you know, they're giving you a tool. They're like, hey, you know, we can do this, 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 or this. And maybe you're still looking back going, oh, I want to just stay home. So maybe a compromise could be had there, you know. But that is someone else's energy. I really feel like they're wanting to have a compromise with you, and that they're wanting to be physically active or go out and physically move themselves. And maybe that's not something that you want to do. Maybe it's not something that you can do. And if you're really, you know, physically struggling, now might be the time to talk about that. So that way, you know, this person isn't getting increasingly impatient with you, or, you know, like maybe low key, just like mad without any reason because you're not wanting to go out, you know. So just be honest with your partner about why it is that you don't want to go out. But this is a current relationship for the other person in this relationship. So they want to go out and they're struggling trying to get this horse to go forward. They're really in the going forward motion though. So, you know, compromise is always a good thing if we can make it there. Okay. So we've got the current energy, your energy, their energy, and then what is blocking the energy from being refreshed and renewed? Okay, what's blocking this from happening? The Two of Wands. So maybe what's blocking the new energy from happening is old habits, like you do the same things over and over again. Like this is identical. Each side is identical. And you're used to doing the same things. And sometimes it's really hard to figure out, you know, that you can do something different. And sometimes it's hard to just, you know, like, especially if you're doing that on your own, it takes two, right? So both of you are in that position. I really feel like everybody involved in this relationship understands that there is something that I'm not going to say is missing, but something that needs to just, you know, get bumped up a little bit, you know, like it's June and, you know, the energy outside, the sun shining really brightly. We're getting ready for summer solstice. I mean, that really just infuses a lot of energy in people, especially if you're with a fire sign. Like I can see this fire here. So if you're in a relationship with a fire sign, you know, they're always looking for something new to spark up, right? So what's blocking you is just not being able to see outside of that which you've already done and that you've always done. Maybe you're creatures of habit. Maybe you live somewhere that you've done all of the things and you don't know of anything new to do. So, you know, that's when you can consult your social media pages, right? And consult some friends, like, even if you're not going out, you know, like some people still aren't going out from COVID. And, you know, there are people who are, you know, compromised and don't feel comfortable, you know, going into restaurants or really can't go into restaurants. And so you're used to just doing the same things over and over again. So maybe you should look outside of your area and just take a little bit of a trip if you're getting bored with what you've already done. Yeah, a change of scenery. Like this is just the same old, right? Though it is beautiful. Oh, you can even see a face there. Like, yeah. It makes me think of like the fabric to an old sofa couch. So maybe it is that you've just been sitting around so much you don't know what you want to do and that energy is just not there. Okay, so that may be what's blocking you. And then, so for our final card, as far as, you know, refreshing and renewing the relationship, like what is the guidance here? What do we do? What do we need to do to go forward, right? The Eight of Cups. Well, we just need to go forward. We need to try all sorts of different cups. We need to try all sorts of different things. Like I saw a piano here. Go to a piano bar. I definitely see a piano bar there, a piano. You know, if you play a musical instrument, maybe you should get that back out, and that would be a new energy. Maybe going to see a band. If you both like music, maybe that would be a good first step of getting out and about. And going to see a band out of town might be a good way to get rid of that stagnation of you just like sitting around on the couch together and wondering what it is for dinner. You know, but you know, while you're thinking about it, you know, think about you know, other activities. You're buying stuff, right? So buy some tickets to buy some tickets to some nighttime shows if you like the theater, the plays. And you know, reminder, like, so I'm seeing the sun here and I'm seeing the moon here. You know, just because it's really hot outside during the day doesn't mean that you can't find something that is a little bit more palpable to your senses in the evening time. So and it looks like, you know, also, I'm just saying, like, maybe you should just go out and have a beer. You know, maybe you should just go and have a drink together and watch people watch. It's Pride, y'all. There are Pride events going on all over the place. You know, so maybe you really do need to, you know, give some serious thought to finding an event that would help you all get out of your stagnation. And somebody needs to make the first move, though, like whether that be just talking about the stagnation, because I promise you, a lot of y'all aren't talking about this. It's kind of a scary topic, I think. I'm feeling like some people are just really worried that if you know, like going to your partner and saying that you're bored probably isn't the best way to go about, you know, like starting the conversation, but maybe so, because I know a lot of people, I know myself, I appreciate just like honesty. And if my partner came to me and said that, you know, they were bored, I would be ready to listen. But some people may be worried that that would be the end of a relationship, and it doesn't have to be. It's just about, you know, putting your best thinking cap on and figuring out, you know, how to go forward, how to move forward from the energy, and including your partner in those talks. Okay. So, I hope that you feel refreshed and energized this weekend. I hope that you will have that conversation if you need to have that conversation, or I hope you will find a way to put some more energy into your relationship. Okay. So, if it's you watching this and you're like, yep, you make the first move. Okay. I think that it's all going to be a positive. I think it's going to be a positive ending no matter what it is. But I think you need to go out there on a limb. I think you need to, you know, get out, go out and about. And you need to start it. Don't wait for it just to happen, because it won't. You'll keep sitting around here. So light that fire and get it going, y'all. Have a great weekend, and I will see you next Friday for a love read.